Good day, gentlemen. This is Man Talk 2. Last thing we talk about is thinking is difficult. Now, this came to mind. Gentlemen, you got to be careful allowing politics to cause you to stop thinking. Now, same people do it. Politics cause people to throw a switch. We got people who hate me now because my political views are different than theirs. And I don't understand it. I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking, well, I don't vote along party lines. I always vote for the good of the country. Now, I'm sorry. My allegiance is to no one. If you aren't doing what is good for the future of the country, you better not bet your life on my vote. And I'll tell you that in your face. If you come to my house and at the poll, I'll tell you that. You doing foolishness. You can't get my vote because I'm voting for the good of the country. You don't like it? Here's a case of Coke. You know what to do. Have a smile. Okay, well, let's go. This is dear to my heart. I live this. You will end up real disappointed when you go through life thinking people have the same heart as you. I'll do it again. You will end up real disappointed when you go through life thinking people have the same heart as you. I had to have a moment of silence for the old me that had to be killed. Now, when this reality hit me, it turned me into a monster. I didn't care about no one. But then I took a job I didn't want, but I was in such circumstances that I had to take it, and I met very good people. So, what came to mind, everyone, I don't know if you know this, but I love Mike Murdoch. Mike Murdoch says, youth trust, the wise test. Now me, I'm not going to test anyone. I'm going to watch you. Mike Murdoch says, the youth trust, the wise test. I say, watch the person. That's all you got to do is watch them. Now, no one enters my life just like that. Now, I can give to people, but I keep my distance. So if you don't appreciate it, that's all right. I gave that from my heart. I don't expect nothing from you. So, gentlemen, if you're going through this, you're just going to have to readjust how you do things. Don't allow circumstances to change who you are. Just allow you to be wiser. I was changed. I was turned into a monster. I'd stand and watch you die. I'm glad I didn't have to do that. So I got over my nonsense. And what I do is I qualify people to enter my life. And not only that, I have concentric rings or different layers or levels in which people enter my life. And interesting enough, I learned this from T.D. Jakes. I mean, I did it unknowingly, and that's another thing. There's a big difference between doing things knowingly than unknowingly. And I did it unknowingly. And then when T.D. Jakes did a sermon on it, my life, so that's what I was doing, and it became crystal clear. And he was like, a call before you come over relationship is different from you can come in my kitchen, you can eat at my table. These are different relationships. And he says you can't confuse them. Everyone must stay where they are. You must have different levels. Like Meek Mill says. I mean, that's why I like that song. To me, I don't like Meek Mills, but I love what he said. There's levels to this. And I learned that. And I had to do that to be me. To be the caring person that I am. And the sharing person that I am. But there's levels to it. Everyone doesn't get the same treatment. And by that, what I mean is, I don't hold everyone to the same standards as I did before. Like, hey, I did good by you, you do good by me. No. I had to learn that. Not everybody has the same heart as me. And I went on the other side where I didn't care. I'm back in the middle where I'm concerned about my fellow man. But I wouldn't say I want to attach no love to it. But there's not going to be no confusion in my thinking when dealing with people. You understand me? If there's no appreciation, hey, no hard feelings. You turn around and try to stab me in the back or stab me in the back, but that's my fault. I don't blame you. That's my fault. So this is dead to me. You end up real disappointed when you go through life thinking people have the same heart as you. So just remember that, gentlemen. Not everybody has your same heart. You keep your heart, but you guard it. You guard your heart. All right, let's move on. Your character is all you got. Remember that. Integrity. Your character is all you got. Remember that. Your character is all you got. Remember that. Do I have to say it again? One more time. Your character is all you got. Remember that. A good name is worth more than riches. And a quote from the cheesy 80s movies: death before dishonor. It may not seem like it has anything to do with it, but it does. There's certain things you don't do when you have character, even if it's going to benefit you. Like, as a young man, I needed money for college, and I had an opportunity to make money. It wasn't illegal. What I was doing wasn't illegal, nor was it unethical or immoral. It was just wrong. In order for me to make money, I had to put people out on the street. And I don't want to attach my energy to that. So, and I don't want to take advantage of people while they're down. I don't kick anyone while they're down. I experienced that. I wouldn't do that to anybody, even though I needed the money. And I have to look myself in the mirror. That's what I was taught as a child. At the end of every day, you look that man in the mirror, dead square in his eyes, and command his respect. And don't get me wrong, I love fancy things. I love expensive tastes. But doing what I know is wrong, even though it's not illegal, even though it's not unethical, even though it's not immoral, it was wrong. And commanding the respect of the man in the mirror is worth more to me than money. All right, gentlemen, your character is all you got. Remember that. Oh, this is something I learned the very hard way. Calm is a superpower. I'll say it again. Calm is a superpower. For all the Aries in the room, calm is a superpower. Calm is a superpower. This, for me, is a gift from God. Now, me, I had to develop it. Now, how I did it was working with a lot. I swim a lot. That for some reason keeps me calm. Swim and then lift weights. It keeps me very calm. And what was able to keep me calm also was Miyamoto Musashi. And he had said that even in the midst of violent chaos, remain calm and clear. Even in the midst of violent chaos, remain calm and clear. And then I understood how Jesus was able to sleep on the boat during the storm. Whether the story is true or not, I understood it right there and then. And that's what got me into Zen Buddhism. And that's what helped me to stay calm. So I got my superpower. And my second superpower is sarcasm. I hope you never get to meet it. I'll have me use it on you. Excuse me. Now this, I just put this here because, all right, keep your personal life personal. Like for me, I'm a very private person. Like I said in the beginning of the Empress Club, this isn't me being here on YouTube. But because of how stupid that young man acted, something had to be done. And like Dr. Miles Monroe said, when foolishness enters the ether, it is your obligation and duty to fire back sense in the ether to counter it. So I had to go against being who I am to do this YouTube channel for the Empress Club, and now Mentor. But other than that, I'm a very ultra private person, and I keep my personal life private. Personal. Keep your personal life personal. This is why I don't get social media. Yeah, to each his own. Maybe because I love spy thrillers. That's probably why. It's a side effect. I would say conspiracy theorist, but who knows if that stuff isn't true? Anyway, I don't let it ruin my life though. But in any event, just in case if it is, I keep my personal life personal. Keep my private life private. Ladies and gentlemen, you may need to keep off social media or limit how much access people have to your life. This is another thing. This is true. I had to do this because this touched my soul. Don't let your struggle become your identity. Don't let your struggle become your identity. Don't let your struggle become your identity. Gentlemen, sometimes life is going to beat you down. You may have to carry a heavy cross, and there's no one to carry it for you but you. This is a time where this is going to come in handy. Don't let your struggle become your identity. Now, what just came to mind is something my teacher had said. I can't remember if it was my teacher or science teacher or my librarian. But my teacher had said, sometimes you have to close your eyes so that you can see. And between 11 and 13, I understood exactly what she meant. Gentlemen, this is why in the Empress Club, I stated that you must have a goal. I'm thinking about this book I'm reading now. I'm working on that's going to be in the book club too. Anyway, I can get to it. Gentlemen, you must know what you want more than anything in life. So when life comes to break you down and give you crosses too heavy to bear, and your mind's about to break, your spirit's about to break, your heart is about to break, you must know what you want. So that when you close your eyes, even if you're in hell, on fire, you close your eyes so that you could see what you want. So even if you in a firestorm, what you see when you close your eyes is what keeps you going. You identify yourself by your goal, not by your struggle. I'm going to get what I want, hell or high water. To hell with the road I gotta carry. To hell with the cross I gotta carry. Now, the antidote to this would be the best revenge is to live well by the Talmud. That's my national anthem, my pledge of allegiance. Living well is the best revenge. So when you close your eyes, when you get a heavy load to bear, a long road through hell, just remember that. Close your eyes to see that. Living well is the best revenge. What would it take to live, could be considered living well to you? You keep that burning in your mind's eye. And this reminds me of the song by Marilyn Manson. That's my man. I love that song. It's a long, long road out of hell. Christ. I understand just what he meant. It's a long road out of hell, gentlemen. So you can't allow that road, the heat, the length of the road, the difficulty of the journey break you. And for you to allow your struggle to become your identity. That what you consider to be the best revenge, your goal. You keep that in your mind. I can deal with that. That's something else we got to deal with. So don't think I'm just leaving you hanging. I got to do this and stay focused, because I go off on the tangent. So let's stay focused. Don't let your struggle become your identity. Gentlemen, close your eyes so that you can see. Gentlemen, appreciate good people. Appreciate good people. Appreciate good people. Ralph Waldo Emerson said something to that effect, like a friend is a gift from heaven. Gentlemen, if you get good people in your life, don't ever take them for granted. Don't ever take them for granted. If you have good people in your life, do not take them for granted. I can tell you why. This has something to do with habits, but we can deal with that. I'm working on how to make that a chapter. If it's a small one, it's a small one. I learned this in Sunday school about this one lady who one demon was cast out of her, and then 7 more came in. And I asked my Sunday school teacher, "Oh, if she only had 1 in her, how 7 fit?" You know what that taught me? You be careful who you get rid of, because you don't know what you opening the door to. So if you get even if you have 1 good person in your life, know this, they probably occupying the space that 7 demons want to get into. And I guarantee you, for people, if they look back over their life, they can track how nonsense came into their life when they got rid of good people. Like if their circumstances changed, like if they got fame or money, and they toss good people out of their life because now they with the rich and famous and they live in a high life. I've seen it happen. I don't wish evil on no one, but people who do that, when they come crashing down, they fall under hell. Gentlemen, if you're good people in your life, appreciate them. Even if you want to leave them behind, do it with respect. Do it with respect. Don't just toss them in the bushes. Don't do that. Because just how the demon was exorcised from the lady and 7 more rushed in, good people in your life for a reason. That's good energy, good vibrations. Now if they get to go, I said, if you get rid of them, get rid of them, but do it with respect. Because the wheel of fortune turns. You be careful who you piss on when you're on the top of that wheel. Because when you get under that wheel, it's going to be mud. Be careful how you treat people. Now this is something I don't have a problem with. But I put this here because I see a lot of people do it. Procrastination is the seed of self-destruction. Procrastination is the seed of self-destruction. Procrastination is the seed of self-destruction. Now the reason why I feel that is, to me, that's being disrespectful to God. Just like telling God, your time means nothing. That you could invent more time. That you can determine how much time you have. Gentlemen, don't practice procrastination. You're spitting in God's face. I can't say no more than that. Gentlemen, this goes to closing your eyes to see. When no one else believed in me, I did. When no one else believed in me, I did. When no one else believed in me, I did. Gentlemen, this thing called life, you're going to have to walk alone. There's nothing wrong with that. You're going to have to walk alone, gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's a reality. So you might as well learn to deal with it. There's nothing you can do about it, gents. You're going to have to walk alone. And your only companion is going to be what you see when you close your eyes. Make sure you close your eyes so that you can see. Because there's going to come a time in life when the only person that's going to believe in you is you. Well, I'm a master at this. Don't waste words on people who deserve your silence. Don't waste words on people who deserve your silence. I don't argue with people. Once me and you done, you say your piece, I don't have to argue with you because as far as I'm concerned, you don't exist. So why am I arguing with you? I'm going to have nothing to do with you ever again in life. So I'm not going to put energy out to you. When you argue, say what you got to say, good. I have nothing to do with you, so I put no energy back. You go with your business. I give you nothing to think about to want to say something to me again when you see me. So when you see me again, you don't exist. I don't see you. Even if you call my name, I'm walking straight. You don't exist. Some people have to be treated like this, gentlemen. So don't waste words on people who deserve your silence. This should go without saying, gentlemen. Don't measure your success with someone else's ruler. Don't measure your success with someone else's ruler. Why? Hey, like my grandmother says, don't be envious of anyone because you don't know how they get what they have. You don't know how someone got what they have. So how can you measure yourself by them? And secondly, you were here for a different reason than they are. If they get it easy and you have to struggle, there's a reason why you have to struggle, and there's a reason why he got it easy. Now, the real issue is why you get time to be comparing yourself to someone else. That's time you were taken away from taking care of your business. And maybe, not saying anyone here would do it, but it's just a thought. But maybe, since you get time to watch him, you weren't taking care of your business. And if you're taking care of your business, you wouldn't have time to watch him. You wouldn't have time to be measuring yourself against him because you're taking care of your business. So, gentlemen, keep your eyes on your own business. So don't measure yourself with someone else's ruler. All right? That's an insult to God. That's like you telling God, oh, I should have what he has. No. And let me tell you why. The mere fact that you think that is the reason why you shouldn't be given what he has. That to me was the hidden message behind the parable of the ruler and the 3 talents, the servants he gave the talents to. There's a reason why he gave the talent, 1 talent to the last servant and 5 to the first one. I guarantee you, the one who got 1 is a slacker. And the one who got 5 is diligent. So, gentlemen, you get a choice. You either be diligent or slacker. And if you're in this crew, You a slacker, have a coke and a smile. We don't need that energy around here. You have no time to imagine yourself with other people's rulers. This is where hate comes from. This is where jealousy and envy comes from. This is where wishing evil on people come from. And this is where going past the line to doing harm to someone because of what they have. I'm not saying anyone in this group has it. I hope not, because you're not welcome here. Take that someplace else. I'm sorry to be harsh, but we hear about business, not nonsense. So if you have time to be worried about what someone else doing, you can do that. Not here. We hear about business. All right, thank you. Oh, I like this. Excuse me. The most complicated skill is to be simple. By Anonymous. The most complicated skill is to be simple. Yeah, well, that's true. I like this. This is so much more poetic than Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. The most complicated skill is to be simple. Yeah, sometimes we just have to keep it simple. And I'm going to tell a joke. This is the last. I hope this is the last one. By Professor Ron Wales. And he's talking about simplicity. I think it was last week. And he was saying that America space program spent millions of dollars for a pen that would write in space. And you know what the Russians did? They used a pencil. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. All that money that was spent on a pen that could write in space called us good writing pencil, good writing pens. But look at the simplicity. Millions of dollars on a pen that could write in space, or just use a pencil. Sometimes, gentlemen, don't overthink. Keep it simple. Okay? Employ the most complicated skill, and that's to keep things simple. Keep it simple, gentlemen. All right, I'll catch you in part 3. Goodbye.